Hey guys, Estelle back here bringing you my review thoughts about Battlefield 3 as a whole general game. This particular match here that I'm bringing to you is a TDM on the map that has a lot of Connex boxes. Everybody likes to camp up in that building, fly the helicopter to the building on Conquest all the way over there and land on top of the building and snipe off of that, whatever map that's called. I bring you this particular map for a couple of reasons. First off, it's shorter. It's, 7 minutes, 8 minutes, something like that. And it also shows a few things that I want to talk about here. But hang on a second. Gotta have that in there. I love that. I thought that was hilarious. Nothing's going on, nobody at all, and all of a sudden you hear, "Fuck you, man!" So, I thought it was classic. Anyways, moving on with this. This might be a little OP here with the power of the shotgun right there. But I am absolutely horrible at this particular game type, and this seems to be the only way for me to do decent on maps like this, is to bust out the OP shotgun and try to go to town. I do okay. I might have shoulda, coulda, woulda got him. I don't know. Whatever. But anyways, this game, let's talk about graphically. Graphically, it's lived up to everything that we thought it was. I remember when we first saw the first trailer for this game, everybody was oohing on and over it. And the gameplay delivers that. You could probably tell the trailer was doctored up a little bit, obviously in the Photoshop and post-production type stuff. That always happens. But generally, as a whole, the graphically, this is pretty good. Someone wrote to me and asked me, with the gameplay and everything, is this the closest that I've seen to combat? When I was over in Iraq. I mean, was combat? Does this game do a good job to try to, in a video game way, live the experience of combat? Well, let me first respond to that particular question by saying nothing simulates combat more than actual combat. You'll never know the true effects about it. Secondly, I was never actually in a firefight, so I can't really describe about that. But I was blown up in my vehicle by an IED, and I know that's combat-like. I know when that happened, it made me more pissed off than anything else. And I think this game does the best job it can do. I really think, for me not being in combat, a firefight, this is how I kind of sort of would see it, especially with the suppression thing. Now, how do obviously suppression is real in combat, and how do you simulate that? Well, I think DICE and EA Games here has done a real nice job trying to put forth a real good simulation of that, and I commend them for that. Because that's a huge thing. That happens consistently, and you know what? They need to put it in there, and they did a real nice job. Sound-wise, it sounds just like how a Medal of Honor, the new game, is or was. This is pretty cool. Eat it, bitch. Anyways, I really do like it. I like the distance sounds, little cracks of the sniper rounds or rounds going past you from long distance. That's how it would sound. You would hear a crack. You would hear the whoosh first of the round going past you, and then all of a sudden, a split second later, you would hear the crack. That's just because the bullet is traveling faster than the speed of sound, honestly. And what you're hearing is a mini sonic boom. And they do a nice job of that in this game. This right here is a classic case of what's wrong with this particular game type. Spawned, killed to the 10th degree there. Up my ass with that. I don't even spawn. The guy's looking directly at me. And not only that, he has his damn flashlight on, which I think I called it in one of my other previous videos, saying that flashlight is going to be one of the overused attachments in the game, and I think I'm right. However, though, it doesn't seem to be as bad as I probably originally thought. Now, don't get me wrong, flashlight is fucking annoying. Same with the red dot, the red laser sight, which really isn't real. They don't have anything really like that, or at least in the sense that they're trying to use it. But the flashlight is very annoying, but there's ways to get around it. Guys have told me, you try to shoot for the brightest part of the. That's pretty cool. The brightest part of the blast there, and you should be able to survive it. And I've done that a couple times, and that seems to be the pretty much only tip I can give about how to defeat people with the flashlight. When you get blinded by the flashlight, shoot for the brightest part, which is the center, will generally hit the guy unless you're aiming a little off. So check that out next time you go up against these guys. It's annoying, but you got to deal with it, and that's just the way it is. But I do like the idea of having these surefire flashlights in the game, and I thought it was a wonderful idea. Let's move on to other things other than the multiplayer. We have co-ops, which I think is a wonderful idea. It's obviously built off of the concept of Spec Ops. Excuse me, what Modern Warfare has been doing with the two-player, two-man team of going up against guys. In Spec Ops, it's obviously kind of a wave after wave, kind of sort of in a way a zombie feel, versus what this is. Spec Ops seems to actually have more or less a storyline that you follow, and sometimes that can get a little annoying, especially like in the third map where you got to free that dude, and if you die, like, you know, at the last zone of where the guys are going to spawn at, which I did with my buddy Toph, and then you got to redo the entire fucking thing. It wasn't bad, but it was just more annoying than anything. So, but I like the idea how it's a storyline, and it's pretty cool. You get to try out new weapons, and here's the best part: you get to gain points, which I think is a brilliant idea. Gain points to help you unlock weapons that can only be unlocked in co-op, and I think that's wonderful. Because some of the weapons are really freaking cool. The very first weapon, I've talked to a couple of people, they say that is pretty much the only decent pistol to really carry, which is the Rex, a 6-round weapon pistol. So you want to unlock that, and that's 65 points. You get, or 65,000 points. You have to get that many points to unlock it. And then there's a nice sniper rifle, which I heard is pretty much practically a one-shot, one-kill sniper rifle if you hit him in the upper chest or above. So, and it looks pretty badass too. So that makes cool. Campaign, I haven't beaten it yet, but I do like it. Here I take it in the butt right there. I like it a lot. Pretty cool concept so far. I need to finish it. But all in all, this game is pretty much everything that I want it to be. However, obviously there's issues that need to be patched, and that's where DICE is going to make its money. If they want to compete, if they want to take their game to the next level, which they've already started to have, the table is set for them to do it, to continue it, is, this is the Rex right there I just used, is to start patching this thing. Now they've talked about how they're already going to patch it, and when you guys watch this, they've already updated their servers, but the patch hasn't come out yet, and it's been over a week. And I know they got to do all their things for it and everything like that, but they need to get that thing out sooner than later. They need to have it out, I would say, this weekend, but I'm sure it won't be until next week sometime if we're lucky. So other than that, guys, I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. I know it's ended right now. A lot of good things that I'm seeing with this game, and a lot of good things to come in this game. Obviously, I think the biggest need that this game has, content-wise, to continue what it's doing, is just keep pumping out maps. Pump out those maps. I know we get a lot of guys that pre-ordered it, got the extra 4 maps when they're finally released. God knows when that's going to be. But they need to keep coming out maps. And I'm not saying the maps that, well, we're going to give you a new map, but yet it's the same map, but you can do Rush on it, or you can do Conquest on it, or you can do Squad Death. No, none of that crap. You need to have brand new maps, new concepts, new art, new everything to continue to support this game and flourish this game and make this game what it should be. Alright guys, I'm going to end it right here. I know it's a little bit over, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Do your thing, and I will talk to you later. Take care.